Ooh. Ah. Hello there. My name is Alexis Rose Young, and today I'm going to be talking about China's collectivist culture and how it is portrayed in identity. I will be doing it with the help of Walt Disney's animated movie Mulan. The movie is about a girl named Mulan who takes her father's place in China's imperial army by disguising herself as a boy. Mulan faces many obstacles throughout the movie, but she overcomes them in the end. Now that we know the premise of the movie, let's talk about collectivism. Some of you might be thinking, what is collectivism? Well, it is defined in the Encyclopedia of Leadership, Volume 2, as individualism and collectivism allude to the individual and collective-centric worldviews and ways of life. When people act to maximize their personal gains, they are referred to as individualist, whereas when people behave to help the community or society, they are referred to as collectivists. Yes, I know, I brought in another word, which is individualism, but knowing both helps us gain a better understanding of collectivism. Furthermore, America would be defined as an individualistic culture because we put emphasis on individualism and being dependent upon no one else but yourself. Along with having our own unique identities, we are self-based, which means we think of how a situation would impact us first and then make our decision off of that. However, China is a collectivist culture, and they would automatically start thinking about how the situation will affect the group. And concerning their identities, they don't say things like, I am funny, or I am creative. They say things like, I am a good son, or I am a good worker. Because in China, no one really cares if you are creative. They want to know who your family is and how you are honoring them. You all just received a lot of knowledge. Now, let's start digging into Mulan. The beginning of Mulan starts off with the Emperor, and he shows a great example of collectivism in this clip.
Around your palace immediately.
No, send your troops to protect my people. Chifu.
In the clip, the Emperor put the safety of his country above his own because his identity is being the protector of the people. His identity is in the group. It is not in himself, which is the individual. That is why he is asking the guards to protect his people, because he is nothing without them. Mulan struggles throughout the movie to fit into this role of being a perfect wife. She has more ambition for her life. She wants bigger, better things. But she does understand the importance of bringing honor to her family.
With good fortune and a great hairdo, you'll bring honor to us all.
In Mulan's heart, she wants to be the perfect wife, the perfect daughter for her family. But that quickly changes when her father, Mr. Fa, was given marching orders to serve in the imperial army. After Mulan takes her father's orders to serve in the army, she dons a new identity. On a slide in my communications class, it talks about fixed and dynamic identity. Her fixed identity is her being a girl, and her dynamic identity is her putting on the identity of a boy. This would be a massive change for anyone. Mulan also has to convince everyone that she's just one of the guys. In this clip, Mulan is trying to conform to the stereotype of how men walk, which is not going so well for her. Mulan continues to follow Mushu's advice on how to interact with the men. And I don't actually think it went so well for her because, boom, there she goes. But after this, she has to convince the captain that she is who she says she is.
It's dear, my friend.
Yes, my name is Ping.
Let me see your conscription notice. Fazu. V. Fazu? I didn't know Fazu had a son.
He doesn't talk about me much.
I can see why. The boy's an absolute lunatic.
In my persuasive book by Robert Cialdini, he talks about getting someone to like you as a way of persuasion. However, Mulan did not take that route. It was her ethos that persuaded the captain. It also didn't hurt that she said her father did not talk much about him. Mulan's somewhat honest statement, along with her father's name, persuaded the captain in the end not to question her identity. Because in a collectivist culture, who you are holds a lot of weight. And in this case, Mr. Fa brought great honor to his family and country from the last battle. Therefore, some of the honor that he won passed on to his son just by relation. Remember, it's not about who you are, but who your community and family is that defines your identity for the people in China. Now, as you all finish decoding what I said, here is a fun scene about honor from Mulan.
All right, that's it. This honor on your whole family. Make a note of this. This honor on you. This honor on your cow. This.
Nonetheless, honor is a major part in any collectivist country. Honor is their identity. To conclude, you learned about collectivism and the difference between it and individualism. You learned how the collectivist culture affects identities, and you learned how the movie Mulan ties it all together. Thanks for watching.